Slim Jim Longfoot, Slim Jim Longfoot.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Yo, I was hesitant on doing this right here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You feel me? Because I wanted to chronicle this on my channel because you know, it's a part of my history. You feel me? It's a part of my history. So I hope everybody sit back, relax. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy. You know what I'm saying? My little commentary. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the video. You know, this video is iconic, it's classic, it's everything in a nutshell. You feel me? This video right here, We Are the World, came out back in 1985. I remember when this premiered after the American Music Awards back during that time when I was a wee little goat. You feel me? So this ain't nothing new to me. I've been watching this video since 1985. I know everybody who's in it. You know, I don't have to guess on it. I know their catalogs because I'm an 80s kid. I'm an 80s baby, you feel me? And I grew up in that era. I grew up in the era of Michael Jackson. I grew up in the era of Tina Turner when she made her comeback album with, you know, What's Love Got to Do with It, Private Dancer, all that stuff. You know, I know of the legends, you know, Bob Dylan, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm from the 80s, baby, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, back in the 80s, you know, it was, you heard everybody on the radio. You heard everybody on the radio who was popular at that time. And with that being said, all of these artists, these are just some of the artists that came from the 80s that were popular during that time. And this isn't even all of the greats from the 80s. And you think about the fact that this was 1985. That was the year that Whitney Houston came out with her debut album. And, you know, she wasn't even on the scene yet when We Are the World came out. And she is one of the biggest voices that came out of the 1980s. So goes to show how big the 80s really was. You feel me? The fact that, you know, these were like, it's funny, you know I'm doing a lot of talking before I get to the video, but I just wanted to, you know, break it down to some of y'all because it's no telling how many people are going to see this, you know, in this year 2021 as I record this, and all the years to come, 2022, 2023, onward into the 2030s, the 2040s. You know what I'm saying? Like when We Are the World is 50 years old in the year 2035, you know what I'm saying? People gonna be coming back and watching people react to the video, you know. And so I just want to say to those who are living right now in 2021 and those who are living in the future, you know, coming from someone who actually watched the video when it first came out, who was, you know, who remembered this time, who remembers this time, you know, remember the time, Michael Jackson, R.I.P. That's the king right there, baby. But you know what I'm saying? When I talk about this video, it's not just about Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie coming together, writing this awesome song for, you know, the turmoil at the time that was going on in the continent of Africa, you know, and going on in the country of Ethiopia and everything in between. This song is timeless because of what it represents, not just those that were starving and going through things in the continent of Africa during that time and of now. And when you think about the most recent Haiti earthquake that just happened a couple of days ago, and the craziness of the world as we stand, because, you know, last year, 2020, we all know about 2020. You know what I'm saying? If you lived through it or if you read about 2020, you know about 2020. You feel me? We Are the World is timeless. The artist that was on this song, iconic. You know, most of them were coming out during this time. Some of them had just came out, you know what I'm saying, as far as on the music scene. Like Cyndi Lauper, she was new on this music scene at the time. The others had put in over a decade of, you know, music at this time, like Michael Jackson. Even though he was 26 years old at the time, he had already, been in the game for over a decade at this point. Diana Ross, who was basically, the Beyonce of her era. You know what I'm saying? She had been in the game for over 20 years at this point. Tina Turner, who, who had just came back out with her comeback album and, lit up the 80s after, having her early success, in the late 50s and 60s, coming in. Bob Dylan, Paul Simon, who was half of Simon and Garfunkel, Kenny Rogers. I mean, all of these guys, Lionel Richie, who of course was with the Commodores before he embarked on his solo career that took off in the 80s. You got all of these people, Steve Perry from Journey, his voice being iconic. Daryl Hall from Hall and Oates. So I'm gonna quit talking. I know y'all like, man, watch the video. I mean, I don't watch the video. I've been watching the video since 1985. You feel me? So, but y'all about to see me watch it again. And one of the reasons I wanted to record this because We Are the World turned 35 years old last year in 2020. I didn't get a chance to acknowledge that because of so much that was going on, of course, in 2020. And here we are now, this year being 36 years since We Are the World came out back in the early part of 1985, January of 85 to be exact. And, this song is timeless. The same way that we are always constantly being bombarded with trash music and with just BS all across the airwaves, songs like this need to be uplifted all the time. You feel me? Because this is timeless, and you need that positivity. You need to affirm and confirm that positive vibe in your mental. You feel me? And let's be known. Everybody who is on this song is amazing. Everybody who was in that studio was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Even down to Dan Aykroyd, you know what I'm saying? Who, of course, is best known as being a Ghostbuster. But, of course, he's a part of, he was a part of the Blues Brothers. He helped, when it comes to, advocating, the importance of music. That's his contribution, in the whole spiel of things. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I know y'all like, man, come on, watch the video. You know what I'm saying? Timestamps below. You know what I'm saying? If you're in that much of a hurry, you know what I'm saying? You can always click the timestamps below. And also feel free, straight up, if you like what you see right here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you can keep up on all things Slim Jim Longfoot, such as my product review videos, my how-tos for small YouTubers, my daily vlogs that I do, my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV, TV and movie reviews, reactions I do from time to time, live streams, and much more on the channel. You feel me? Let's go. Clear my throat real quick, get some of this water in me. And now we're about to get into We Are the World, the official video reaction. This video was posted up on YouTube. This video was posted up on YouTube. For those that want to see the official video, it was posted up on YouTube back in 2010. It has over 68 million views at the current time. Has over 68 million views. The channel is U.S.A. for Africa Vivo, so that is the official channel for the video. If you want to, support the official video and watch it from there whenever you want to watch it on your own time or make a reaction video or whatever the case. Anyway, sorry for the long intro, but here we go. We Are the World in 3, 2, 1. I'm on with it, right? This duo right here. They even get with it. Celtic in the boss voice right there, man. They go Randy with that snap, boy. Randy was in it, boy. Randy was in it, boy. Latoya, Bette Midler, Harry Belafonte, Quincy. Marlon with the red jacket on. Come on, James. Bring it home, right? Bring it home. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make the brighter day. So let's start giving. And of course, the internet didn't exist back then, but of course, since then, www.U.S.A.forafrica.org. If you don't feel that euphoria when hearing that song, I don't know what else to say about it. You know, even if you're young and don't know half of these people, which I'm quite sure everybody who watches this video knows Michael Jackson. Everybody knows Michael Jackson. You know, sadly, him being the very first person out of this amazing, amazing generation of singers was one of the first people to go, because I think one of the Pointer Sisters who was in the background, you know, who was there in the studio, one of the Pointer Sisters are gone. I can't remember if she died before Michael. I think she died after Michael, because you know it's 2021. He's been gone now since 2009. Day I never forget. But since that time, you know, Michael Jackson, Ray Charles, Al Jarreau, James Ingram, those great artists have left us. You know, the ones who are still here, like, it peeved me off because I seen a rumor earlier this year. Somebody had posted up about Bruce Springsteen was dead, and I was like, wait, what? Like, if this was true, it would be all over the internet. You know, I was looking all over the internet because it was early that morning. Somebody had posted that joint, and then I kept on looking around and I saw nobody else had posted. And I was like, man, why are people throwing up death flags? So I can't stand it. I hate I even said it just then, just to even mention it, but I saw that on the internet earlier this year. And you know, like, when I was a kid, when this video came out, you know, it was like, you felt like, okay, these are the grown people, and they are being, they are giving, they are trying to save the world, basically. You know what I'm saying? They're like superheroes, man. And they're trying to save the world. You know what I'm saying? And this was everywhere. This, sparked so many, you know, so much music during that time throughout 1985. Going into the Live Aid and everything of that nature. Just, really trying to showcase what it is that we're trying to do. Do better in this world. And I still feel that way. Those who remember the 1980s, who lived in the 1980s. The 1980s is now 4 decades ago. 1980 is 41 years ago. Those who remember the 80s, if you really about the 80s, if you are really about the 1980s, then you bring that same energy. You bring that same energy here in 2021 and beyond, because we still here. I remember the 80s. I'm from the 80s. I was born in the 80s. So I want to bring that same energy into the 2020s. The 2020 started off crazy, y'all. We know this. 2020 started off crazy. But that shouldn't stop us from bringing that same energy that those people gave in that studio that night, that morning, that day, whenever, in the early morning hours of 1985. They wanted to start that year off right. And I feel like that same energy that now so many people don't even know about, because when I've been looking on YouTube and seeing these people not knowing about this song, not only not knowing about this song, but of course they don't know of the artists that's in the songs. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those. Oh, excuse me, Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers is gone now too. R.I.P. to Kenny. So, when you think about, I think about like Randy Jackson, even though he didn't have a solo part in there, but he was there in the video. That's Michael Jackson's youngest brother. He'll be 60 years old this year. At that time, he was 23 years old. He was probably the youngest person in the room. And now he's older than Ray Charles was in the video. You feel me? So you think about how time has passed and how we need to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I myself right now, I look at this video, I've been watching it. I remember when it came out as a kid. I was 4 years old. You feel me? Now I'm older than everybody who was in the video right there at that point, except for like Tina Turner and Ray Charles. I'm older than just about everybody who was, instrumental in this video at this point in time right now. Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie. I'm older than both of them guys was at the time of this video. And just about everybody else, Bruce Springsteen, just about everybody else. And it's crazy to watch that and to think about the impact that they left just in that one song. If they didn't do nothing else in their career, they did just that in that song. And a lot of them went on to make even greater music after participating in this song right here. They were already big time beforehand. Like I said, most of them already had careers spanning nearly 10 years at this point. Michael Jackson himself had been in the game for about a good 15, 20 years at this point already, and he was only 26 years old. You feel me? So, I can't say no more about this song. I mean, I can. If y'all want to talk about it in the comments, we talk about it in the comments, baby, because I'm here to talk about this and the legacy, the impact of this song and those who were there to be a part of it, those who lent their voices, their terrific voices, these icons of music. Of course, at the time of this, everybody there wasn't no legend. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, just about everybody there like had at least at the minimum 10 years in the game, except for probably Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper was probably the newest artist there at that time right there in 1985. She was probably the newest artist in the stage right there. You know what I'm saying? Outside of everybody else who had careers going back into the 60s and 70s, you know what I'm saying, and 50s, you know, with Ray Charles and Tina Turner. So, you know, you think about that, some people there in the room had at least almost close to 30 years in the game at that time. And those who were the new generation had been in for almost about 10 or so years. Like Bruce Springsteen came out in the 70s, and you know, Michael Jackson exceeded him coming out in the 60s, even though Bruce Springsteen is older. You know, so, but this, I don't know what else to say, but I'll say more in the comments if y'all, you know, throw some comments up. I didn't expect this video to be this long, but you know, I wanted to, you know, just put my 2 cents in on it. You know, being someone who been watching this video since I was 4 years old, and coming across the reactions on YouTube and seeing the new people watching it, seeing them coming to watching this video over the past year. You know, some of the reactions go back as far as 2019 that I've seen, and you know, throughout 2020, just seeing the new generation watch this and be in awe of these voices, be in awe of just the song period and the message behind it. And that's what we need to bring back. If you are living and breathing right now in 2021, or whenever you're watching this video, we got to bring this back. Not necessarily with today's artists. I'm not just talking about bringing this back with today's artists. I'm talking about bringing this feeling back, bringing back this sense of togetherness, bringing back this sense of unity, bringing back this sense of love. That's what we need to get back. You feel me? That's what we need to get back. Ain't nothing much more I can say about it except, you know, let's start giving in the best way. It ain't gotta be money. It ain't gotta be money that you give, you know. Of course, time is the most important thing that we all have. Time is the most important thing that we all have. It's just about doing something, you feel me? Do something. And with that being said, I'm gone. I'll see y'all in the comments, alright? One love.
Tell them don't waste my time. Tell them don't waste my time. Tell them don't waste my time.